gonna be dead dark. That's the problem. Let's go find a place where it's lighter. You're just about to see my tights. I've kind of got stuff in my hands, so big mistake. Like I say, I'm sorry about the lack of makeup, but it's Friday and I'm not going anywhere. Don't tend to really put makeup on unless I'm going out or it's actually Halloween. Why is it moving? I don't know, it's moving. So I suppose you might say this is some kind of devil costume, I guess. Some kind of devil costume. So these are the horns my mum got me from Hokkaido. It was a surprise, a present, and so on, which is very sweet. It's very apt because I am evil after all. I decided that the outfit was really plain, so I decided to wear this with it. Yep. It's here. I didn't realise they were still there. It's my neighbours. And then I made that loud noise. No! And I was like, Yeah, I feel guilty that I'm not wearing makeup. But I will be doing. But it won't be for this outfit, unfortunately. I was friendly to him. That guy that just went past, he's my neighbour who's also a furry that I've met recently. But for some reason, doesn't seem to be that really keen on talking to me. But that happens to me all the time. When I finally find someone I have loads in common with, or at least one thing in common, like being a furry and stuff, I find they're not that interested in being friends or anything. It's like I met this guy, for some reason he called himself Kiki, and you know, he was like a emo scene sort of guy, and he also hung around with all these other sort of gothic emo scene sort of people, and amongst them was his girlfriend. I won't mention her name. I'm only mentioning his name because it's a nickname, so it doesn't count as me outing him or whatever. You know how people are. So she was the same. She was sort of gothic, emo scene sort of look, and she was also into horses. So that was two things we had in common. You know, although I don't really look emo scene because I never have my hair coloured, or I mean, I try and have it styled in the emo scene style, but for some reason it always grows out dead fast, so I only have that hairstyle for 2 seconds, and I just can't afford to keep having my hair done. Like, obviously all these people must be rich, like she must be rich, because A, she owns a horse, and they're not cheap. B, she dresses in all these clothes which are alternative, which are not cheap. I mean, you know, all the gothic stuff I've gotten has been expensive. That's why I don't have a lot of it. I only have like the odd piece, because it's bloody expensive. And you know, what else did I say? So horse, the clothes she wears, which you can't just get from a local cheap shop. I mean, you can sometimes if you're lucky, you can find something, but... And also that she can also obviously afford to keep having her hair cut and coloured every 5 minutes. So every time I saw her, she had, you know, coloured hair or like the style cut in. So it's alright for some, innit? But I'm so poor now. Me and my mum are so poor now that we're going around in darkness. It's gone cold now, but we can't have the heating on. Although I do in my bedroom. But that's it. I can't stand it, you know, getting into a cold bed. So I have to warm the room up before I get into bed, just to warm the sheets up. I know, you probably just put a hot water bottle or a heated blanket, but oh well. Anyway, so she said that the clothes are basically the same clothes that she was wearing when she was 12. And I thought, I don't think so, because some of them they don't look appropriate for a 12-year-old to wear. And if her parents bought those for her when she was 12, then, you know, those aren't really good parents. Because, you know, some of them were like stockings, corsets. Some of them were quite risque outfit pieces. So I'm not really sure. I don't really quite believe her that those particular outfits that she had were from when she was 12. And I also don't believe that she fits in the same clothes as when she was 12, unless she was a massive 12-year-old. So she was either a very risque 12-year-old whose parents just bought her a load of risque clothes, and also a big 12-year-old. So I don't believe it. So I think she's lying and she is rich, but she doesn't want to make me feel bad or something. Like, she doesn't want to brag, which is fine, I guess. But don't lie to me. Like, obviously, you know, I suppose you can't. I mean, imagine if I asked someone like, "Oh, you must be rich then because you know," it's like, "Oh yes, I'm dead rich." And then it sounds, even though you asked the question, it sounds like they're bragging. Or they asked the question, you sound like you're bragging. If I say, "Oh yes, I am rich. Oh, I'm doing really," and then because you know, it would be kind of rude because you feel like, oh my, look at this guy. He could pass for Jeremiah. He's got a very similar hairstyle and he's blonde. Sorry, yeah, it's really far away so you can't see him. It's just I can't zoom in. Oh, saw the front of him then. Oh, typical, you just saw the front of him. He's very handsome. I've never seen him before. Oh my god, he could so pass for Jeremiah. Go. Some kids. Alright, well, before I stop the video, I just want to say, because the people from around here seem to be spying on me, so y'all know when I'm talking about a certain person, and y'all know when I'm, you know, whatever, having a go at someone, and call me out and get me banned from places, so. But in this case, if any of you watching is the guy that I just made a video of, please reach out, and no nastiness, but I need you to be in my sort of play thing. It's like a role play, because your look is very rare. But I need someone to play my character Jeremiah for a kind of play. So it's basically an amateur acting position. So yeah, so as you know, Jeremiah is for most of the people watching. But if you're watching, because probably whoever it is that's spying on me, because I you know, like I said, I'm not. Most people would think I was crazy for saying like, oh, someone's spying on me. But it's just weird when, like I say, I've made so many videos, and a lot of them are hours. You know, the live streams are many hours long. Whoa, many hours long. But somebody finds the exact spot where I talk about a certain person, and then that certain person gets to know about it. When these people, I've never met them before, and I've never given my YouTube channel out, so I don't actually know how these people are finding the very videos I'm talking about them on. Plus, I don't know how they've gotten my YouTube in the first place. So I just find it very odd. So all I can think of is that somebody from round here, or someone who's an ally for the people around here, must be constantly watching every single one of my videos, all of my streams from start to finish, and then they must somehow be in contact with, like, everyone round here, probably via Facebook, probably by the town's Facebook group, and yeah, when they know I've made a video about a certain person, they let them know, because so far I've made videos calling out about 4 people, I think it's been 4 people, and they're all random people from different parts of the area, and one of them isn't even from around here, and yet somehow they've all managed to find my YouTube channel, which I've never given them, by the way, and they all know, even though they've got generic titles, they all know exactly what video it is that I've talked about them. So it's just a little suspicious to me. So the only thing that I can think of is that there must be someone from around here, or an ally for the people around here, that is just constantly watching my videos to see when I mess up. So if whoever you are that's spying on all my videos to call me out on calling other people out, because basically I'm not doing anything wrong. When I've talked about people on my YouTube videos, I've not done anything wrong. I've been calling people out for their bullshit when they've been shit to me and when things happen, which is what people do with a blog. Like, this is basically like a video blog, I suppose, a video diary. So it's like a vlogging channel, because I document like my outfits, my experiences with things, my opinions on things, and things that have happened to me, and you know, whatever. So it's like a vlogging YouTube channel, I suppose you could say it. And obviously I talk about my art. So as far as I'm concerned, if people piss me off, then I'm going to call them out about it, because it's called karma. And there is a lot of YouTubers that do it, where they will basically roast people in their videos, you know, because they have done something to them that they've taken personally and it's upset them. But I've noticed they don't get, like, people complaining, and they don't get their YouTube channels removed, but I do. So like I say, it must be like a conspiracy theory against me. Like I say, call me crazy if you will, but it's just a little weird. Like I say, I've not given my YouTube channel out to anybody, and it's not an obvious name, because it's not my real name or any name that the people around here know me as. So it's just kind of weird that they all happen to find it. I know one person said they just looked at got an art page on my, or I did, I've taken it off now, because that's how people have been. One person said that they found my YouTube was because they just went by the name of my art page on Facebook, and they just decided, oh, I'll just type that into YouTube. I thought, how many people think to do that? Like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't look at somebody's website name or Facebook page name and think, oh, I'll type that into YouTube. Like, I wouldn't think to do that. How many people would do that? So, I mean, it is a possibility that all these people who I've never given out my YouTube channel name to, that somehow have been watching my videos, somehow found my channel and watching my videos, it's a possibility that they have seen it on Facebook, my art page name, and they've just typed that in. It's a similar title. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. But I guess it comes up. I mean, I've typed it in before, and it's come up, but I just thought, oh, that's because I am the channel, you know, and that's why it's come up. But I don't know what other people see when they search for certain things, you know, to do with me, so it's on the internet. But anyway, so I've diverted, and that person's probably gone off now. But so say for instance, this person who's spying on my YouTube channel can get in touch with that guy. They say, oh, she's done it again, she's made a video of somebody, I must tell them. Here, look at this, she's made a video about you, oh, it's so random and weird, and no, she's so weird and crazy and weird. Like they probably do, because everybody thinks I'm crazy and weird for recording. Yeah, even though like everybody does it now, at least millennials do. Like I've said before in my previous videos, there's loads of people who record in supermarkets and out on the street, and they don't just record themselves, they record other people too. Like especially if there's like some kind of incident happening, like someone's falling or something. But loads of people record other people, so I don't get why it's weird when I do it. I mean, I do it because it's like for memories of being out and about to those places. Like say for instance when I'm older I move somewhere else and I can watch the videos back of the people and the town and the places where I used to go when I was younger, i.e. now. So in the future I'll be thinking, oh, what did I used to do when I was this age and that, and I can watch the videos. It's like, oh, it's quite nice, you know. There's a few reasons why I do it, and the other reason is like in case I ever, like when I'm older, get Alzheimer's or dementia or something, and I can watch the videos back to remind myself of what I was doing. So that's another thing. God, my head's so itchy. Glad I didn't wear the wig. Surprised my mum's not out. Surprised she didn't join me, but oh well. Maybe we can make the video without interruption. Apart from passers-by being annoying. Anyway, so either the person who's spying on me lets him know, or he might just find the video because he might be the one spying on me for all I know. He might be the one. But if it is you that's watching my video, then I just want to let you know that you're perfect for the Jeremiah part, and I would love to work with you to do this thing. But knowing my luck, he probably won't be interested anyway. He probably isn't interested in doing it or whatever. But I've never seen him before, and it's very rare. Like I say, I've never seen anyone who looks like Jeremiah in real life. I mean, obviously they do exist because I have seen them, technically, but I mean, I haven't seen them like around and about, and I've not seen them on any dating websites, because I go on lots of, not just dating websites, but chatting websites and apps and stuff, and I've occasionally seen, basically I just need a good looking blonde guy, and he was good looking and he was blonde, but even if it's fake blonde, I don't really care, I'm not bothered, but not many men dye their hair blonde, so it's still rare. Even dyed, it's rare. So I mean, blonde women are a dime a dozen. Most of them are fake because, again, blonde is very rare. But for some reason not a lot of men dye their hair blonde, which is quite a shame because it looks good, I think. I do like myself a blonde man. Jeremiah's based on me, so you know that's why he's blonde, because I'm blonde. It's not technically because, I like blonde men, so I've just drawn him as a blonde man. It's just, yeah. So anyway, right. So that's that then. It's a very long video, so I'm going to end it now. Oh, I hope I see him again, because I really doubt that this time he probably will find this video. So this will be the one time I actually want someone to find my video, and they probably won't, because that's my luck. That's my kind of luck. I hope I see him again, but although if I do see him, like, you know, when I'm out and about, or even if I'm at the wall and I can start talking to him, I don't even know how to talk to him. Like, I don't even know how to start. Like, oh, hello, just like go up to him. Oh, by the way, what would I even say? Like, will you role play with me as Jeremiah? You don't know who that is, and then you have to like explain it to him, and it's like, oh my god, it would just be so rubbish. I don't even know. Like I say, I have no clue. Maybe I'm that much. Like, I'm not, no, that's not the word. Maybe I'm that much out of the social environment that I just don't know how, I just forgotten how to talk to people. Unless it's a service person. You know what I mean? Unless I'm actually dealing with someone because they're providing a service, or they're working at a shop, and like I'm going up, oh, excuse me, where's this, and have you got this and that, and oh, here you go, you know, I don't know, that's like as far as I know how to talk to people. But approaching strangers is very hard, because they'll just think you're weird if you just go up to them and start talking to them, so it's kind of like, I don't know how to do it. I could go up to him and say, oh my god, you're so handsome, but they'll be like, oh no, you're a sexual predator, or you're harassing me. So apparently complimenting someone is a harassment now. They say, oh, because I did say that in one of my social networks, and people agreed and said, yes, it is harassment. And it's like, oh, okay. I honestly thought that I was going to say that and everybody would agree that it's ridiculous that people think that, but Apparently everybody agrees that complimenting someone is harassment. I don't get it. Apparently it's harassment if they didn't want it, and it's like, how do you know they want it or not? You can't sort of ask them in your mind and then read their mind before you do it. It's like, oh, I mean, I suppose I could go up to someone and say, oh, by the way, is it okay if I pay you a compliment? But nobody does that. Who does that? I mean, you know, it's like, even in sex, nobody asks, oh, may I please have sex with you? It just happens. So this whole consent thing isn't really a real thing anyway, because nobody just goes up to someone and says, may I please have sex with you? Like, no one does that.